Hello, I'm Jerry Fort, the beer review guy. Excuse my dingy hat. I'm gonna do some yard work after I'm done with this. So doing the Beatbox Blue Razzberry. This is my first suggestion from my introduction of my my chat session thing. Trey Kelly was the first one that said something. He suggested a Q&A video. So I already initiated that, so that's his first part of his request. Second part of his request was to review the Blue Raz. So there it is. Also, someone else that mentioned this was another Trey. No, sorry. Okay, let me rewind here just a minute. Okay, Trey Kelly was first and mentioned a Q&A chat. It's going to be that. I put the video out there, so any of you that are listening to this that hasn't heard about this yet, I'm doing a Q&A video. You look back through my other videos and you'll see the Q&A video introduction. What I said was, you can ask me a question and I'll make another video of my answers to all the questions. Okay, so go to that video and ask the question on there. I'm not answering anything I'm not texting out a reply. It's going to be verbally on the 7th, giving it some time for people to see it and ask if they want to. But after the 7th, if people are still asking questions on there, then I might just let it accumulate and do another video later or something. But anyway, so I've been reviewing the Beatboxes. Excuse me, I just got a few more yesterday. This was the most requested one. Mostly, this one was the most mentioned. So yeah, I think in the same video, Trey Kelly wanted to see a Blue Raz Beatbox review. So there's that. And also, Trey Ty agreed that this was probably one of the better ones and one of his favorites. So this review is both for Trey and Ty. So right here in the shade, it's cool. It's like 56, 57 degrees, I think, something like that. Okay, so let's do this. These are kind of like a wine beverage. These weren't over in the beer section, the beer area of this liquor store I was in. They have their own area for just beer, and then they have out there in the big part of the giant liquor store is all the wine and other stuff. So that's where this was. Just like in the convenience store, Quick Trip, it's not in the beer freezer area. It's in its own refrigerator type thing. So anyway, these are 11.1% ABVs, 16.9 fluid ounce, product of Mexico, imported and distributed by Beatbox Beverages LLC out of Austin, Texas. It says, premium other than standard orange wine with natural and artificial flavors. sucralose, and certified color. So it's telling you right there. They all have some pretty crazy looking artwork on there. I don't think there's anything to shake up in here, just to have it. If you all saw the unboxing from Will and Ava recently, and if Will and Ava are watching this review, I'm waiting for Jeremy to kind of start feeling better where he can do reviews with me. And he said he probably will do some reviews, so I'm not reviewing any of the stuff yet until I see what I need him to kind of go through it and see which ones he'd rather not, you know, try or whatever. So probably be taking a lot of the stuff to work to review it on my break times. So be watching for those. It'll be the Will and Ava show, presented by Jerry Ford. Yeah, it has a pretty sweet aroma, blueberry-ish. Let's go with that much. It is chilled. I've had it in the refrigerator overnight. There's the color. Nice blue water, you know, looks like a blue ocean water or something, doesn't it? Yeah, big blueberry aroma. There might be, yeah, there's a little raspberry in there too. The blueberry is the first thing that hits your nose, and then you get the raspberry kind of in the middle and on the back end on the aroma. It may be the same way on the taste. Let's find out. It's not as sweet as it is. It's not as sweet tasting as it is on the aroma, as it is sweet on the aroma. There's no carbonation. It is wine-like. Kind of reminds me a little bit of like the Mad Dog 2020s. Kind of has kind of a thing like that, a little bit. Those are a little bit higher in alcohol, if I remember right. But it kind of puts off that characteristic. The alcohol is showing through on this one a little bit because the flavors are not like huge. It probably wouldn't show through as much if it was sweeter, but I like that it's not real syrupy sweet. Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's a nice tasting wine type beverage. Some people I know put ice in these kinds of drinks. Let's see what that's like. If I don't do it, I'll get a comment that says you should have added ice. And I'm like, huh, you know what? You're right. I should have added ice. Why didn't I think of that? So, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I don't know why I'm smelling it. The ice is not gonna change up the aroma. Ice goes in there pretty nicely, although I can see the dilution of ice watering this flavor down like a lot. I don't want that to happen myself. Some of you might not mind, so it's kind of in your preference. If you'd rather it be a little bit even less sweet, then throw some ice in there and just kind of let it sit there and just sip on it. At 11.1% ABV, it's not necessarily something you want to gulp, you know. So it's a you know, a sipper or just a regular drinker. It's good. I like it. I did a pretty good job on getting a blueberry, raspberry kind of taste in there. Looks like there's 100 calories per bottle. No. Servings per container, 3.38 per 5 fluid ounce. Average analysis, calories 100. Carbohydrates 6 grams. That's about it. Contains sulfites. Yeah, it's good. I like it. It's mild. I mean, it's not, like I said, it's not as sweet as it was on the aroma. So I was worried, ooh, this is gonna be sweet. It's not like that. So it's a nice, mild sweetness, sweetened wine type of a drink. This was like, I think, $3.29. It's a little bit more pricier at this liquor store. I think they're like they might be $3 even at the convenience store or something like that. But it's fun to try them, and this is kind of a big thing right now. A lot of people are drinking these things now, and there's other products. I think I mentioned there's other products that are similar to this. I saw at that liquor store. I haven't heard anybody mention those yet, but if after I review all these, who knows, I might check out some of them other products, other wine beverage type box type, and see what those are like. But yeah. Born 3/8/24. This liquor store, they have a very, very large selection of stuff, but they're just like almost every other liquor store I've ever checked at. I don't think I've found one liquor store that doesn't have past date beverages. This one had a ton of them, and I don't understand why. I mean, are they banking on people that are ignorant to look for, to not look for that there's that they're past date, to not look for a date at all on them? I've pretty much come accustomed to looking at the cans now, because I've had so many times I bought something, spent my money, hard-earned money, to get something. See, that's where I lose respect for liquor stores, because they don't appreciate people are coming in there buying their stuff with their money that they worked hard for, and then they go home just to find out it's not good anymore. So that shows me a lack of respect for the customer, and so in that, I lose respect for liquor store managers, that they can't make sure that their people are going through the Pick 6 selection and getting out all the old beer. Not just the Pick 6, I mean 6-packs too. You know, they need to make sure if they find them past date, put them out to sell them for cheaper. That would be the thing to do. The Pick 6s are $9.99 plus tax at this liquor store. So I have seen it more expensive of a Pick 6 at other places. So the Pick 6 price, I'm willing to, you know, it's okay. that's an okay price. I can deal with that. But what I have learned is when you're looking for pick sixes, they're not around anymore. Pick sixes, they're kind of, excuse me, they're kind of doing away with them. But I look at a beer, if I look at a can and it says something on it that I like, I'm gonna look at it more and see, like I'm gonna look at the ABV for one thing. If it is, if it's, let's just say, if it's a porter or a stout and it's 4.5, but it was early last year's beer, I ain't buying it. If it's a porter or stout and the ABV is 8.5% and it's early last year, I will get that because it's above 5, and a lot of the beer products above 5%, they hold their ground pretty well in freshness, in tastefulness, but the lower ABV stuff, it just, I don't know, I'm not a beer scientist or alcohol scientist or anything, but it's like the alcohol will help keep it preserved longer, it seems like. And also those are beers that you can sometimes cellar, maybe closer to 12% type beers that I've found. So that's what I'm looking for. And I want so badly to go up and find, you know, who's the manager on duty and tell them all this right here, everything is 2024s, you know. I wanted to buy some of this, but everything's past its date. If you want to give me a pick six for $5, then I will get some. But because it's last year's, forget it. I haven't really grown accustomed to being that bold, you know, in this hobby. That's just the way I am. I don't know. Maybe as I get more older and get more senile, I'll be braver at bringing it up. But for right now, I just don't buy their stuff. This wind is chilly. Right here in the shade. I could have used a light jacket out here. Okay, this is a 5. It's good. Yeah, at 11.1%. Last year's, early last year, 3, 8, 24. It's I don't have to really worry about it that much being bad. So yeah, this is good. Blue raspberry. I don't yet know if I can agree with it being a favorite of mine, like Trey's and Ty's. Trey's and Ty's favorites, or one of their favorites. But yeah, it is good. But yeah, there's no reason not to say it's at least on my rating a 5, which is my high rating. But yeah, I'm gonna end it here. This I didn't mean for this to be a chat session, but there you go. You got one anyway. How about that? But yeah, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Thanks to Trey and Ty for speaking up, making suggestions and stuff, giving me ideas of stuff to do. Sometimes it gets a little difficult to come up with things to do. That's, you know, while I'm doing this hobby, give you guys something interesting to watch. I'm not agreeing that I'm interesting. I'm just saying that some people do enjoy watching my stuff. So as long as you still enjoy watching my stuff, then I want to make it as enjoyable and as interesting as possible. Okay? All right. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. And I will see you all on the next one. Keep a lookout for the Will and Ava show. And their show is going to go for the time of until I get through reviewing all their products they sent me. So hopefully you guys will enjoy that. I think you will. But yeah, now I'm gonna say thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and see you on the next one. Bye.